right, let's work through these answers together. I'm going to start off with 16. Let's see if I can figure out how you can, I think you can see the book and my paper if I do it like this. So number 16 is moving down 2. The vertex would be 0, -2. So your quick sketch is going to be something like that. Okay. 17, your vertex is going up 1, so 0, +1, and like something to that effect. 18, this is going to go left a half, so -0.5 and then 0. So if this is your -1, then your -1/2 would be here. Okay. 19, it's going to move right 1, so 1, 0. It's going to be right over right here. Number 20 is going to go left 7 and down 3. So on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the left and 3 down, you're going to be right there. And one more graph, 21, you are going to go right a half and then up a half. So if I mark these as my ones, right a half, up a half would be right in here. Okay, now we are skipping to these last 4. And the first 2 should have been really easy. The last 2 I left as a bit of a challenge for you. So this one, if you're going to go 2 up and 1 right, your absolute value equation for 2 up and 1 right. 29. This time, this equation here is going 3 down. So from the 1, you're going to go 3 down and end up on -2. But it's also wanting you to go 2 left, so you're going to have to add 2. All right, here comes the 2 challenge problems. Number 30, if you reflect over the x-axis, so you're going down, it's going to make it open down instead of up, just like the negative did on the parabola. So that's exactly what you're going to do on this one. You're going to put a negative to flip it, and then add 4 to scoot it up. And the last one, 31. You're going to stretch it vertically by a factor of 3, reflected over the x-axis. Remember, these are kind of backwards. When we did the parabola, when we multiplied by whole numbers, like 2, 3, 4, 5, they got narrower. They kind of shrank a bit. If you're going to stretch it, it's going to go the opposite way. That would have to be a third. So you're going to multiply this by a third, but since you're flipping it, it has to be negative. And I do want to graph that one with you. So if I look back to where we left off with our notes, I still have the absolute value of x in there. I'm going to leave that in my first one. For the second one, absolute value, before I do that, I want to put in -1/3. Parentheses, make sure you use negative and not minus. 1/3 is 1 divided by 3. Now I want the absolute value of x. Remember, you would go to the math, number, absolute value is the first one, and then the x. All right, let's just graph them to see if we got it right. Here's the first one. Ooh, second one is flipped, and it has stretched. Notice you can tell here it's closer to the x-axis, so it has definitely stretched. All right, make sure you're going back and reviewing all 4 notes that you have had from this topic, because we will do a practice test and a test first thing next week.